And out. 230. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Woo! That was better than sex. I'm gonna be real with you. And then the market dumps. Spy puts. Yay, we're gonna do it! Oh. Alright. Spy, oh my, how did it actually hit the bottom of the gap and just died. We jokingly drew the line a little while ago when it was here saying, oh, it's probably gonna do this. And it fucking, the market's too predictable at this point. And it's not that tomorrow is going to, there's anything. Yo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, the line was a joke. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is the Jackson Hole, announcement. So basically the Fed, they talk about stuff and they have conferences and they have little meetings and stuff like that, but every year they get together in Jackson's Hole and in Wyoming and they actually like set out a guideline and a plan and a framework moving forward. And so what we're gonna see tomorrow is them talking about it, and everybody's worried about or talking about what is their decision gonna be on tapering, on potential rate increases or time frame movements on the rate increases and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on right now. Did I really take calls? Yeah, I took calls. This low volume market, fuck it. Somebody sees a buying opportunity before selling at the end of the day before Jackson Hole, this market drives up, I'm gonna catch that. And even if it doesn't drive up too much, implied volatility will keep me alive for a while. How much am I down? I'm not down. That's what I'm talking about. Implied volatility in the market right now, those options contracts have so much premium from implied volatility. Here, you want to see what I have? I have a stop loss. I'm not going 100% risk here. It's all going to come down to this consolidation right here. For me. We didn't hold last time. Can we hold here? We're starting to get some more momentum to the upside on the MACD. Okay. I'm hoping for another one here. MAs are looking kind of shit, but we'll see where this consolidation goes if it goes, okay? This is pure risk. This is nothing about what I just did is TA based, guys. It's pure risk. But that's why I didn't take same day, and that's why I took close to the money. No, implied volatility can still hurt me. Even if this goes up, if the implied volatility dips, then I'll lose some of that premium. So I don't want to hold this too long. All right, 10% up now. Let's get our profit and get the fuck out here in a second. Implied volatility is going to eat my ass if I don't get out. $211. Okay. $212. $213. $214. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. $216. Let's go. Almost 10%. Almost 10%. Almost 10%. Need that implied volatility to hold. Need that implied volatility to hold. Need that implied volatility to hold. Fuck, this could reverse so quickly. There's no volume. That's the problem. One large sell order on something like Apple, and we're fucking right back to where we were. All right, that's 10% right there. $590. Okay, cool. 227, 229. And out. 230. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Woo! Whew. I don't even want to look at it the rest of the day. I don't have the fucking, I'm too old for fucking with this any longer. What do you mean guy just saved the U.S. economy. Jesus Christ. That was better than sex. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, except better, not better than sex with my wife. There's nothing better than that, but. Oh, shit. And look at that. Look at that sell. Look at that sell. Look at that sell, too. Those are already down from where I bought, or from where I sold. Oh my god. I mean, I think SPY is gonna keep doing well, but I think the problem is that even if it I wanted to get as much implied volatility premium as I could. That's what I wanted. What made me take that play? Well, remember what I said is the news came out that Kaplan's talking about doing the taper, which everybody's scared of. But once the market consolidates, that lets me know that everybody that price is in, right? But then, if you are large money, retail money, hedge fund, whatever you are, you're like, wait a second, we still have all day because the announcement's not due tomorrow. We could buy at this bottom on the consolidation, give others confidence that we're back in business, and sell to them on the way up and let them hold the risk through the night. And so that's what I was looking at in my mind, and I said, okay, I'm going to play that. And so I was waiting for consolidation and then bought the consolidated dip here. Wrong as fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you knew how every single person in the world who trades and invests goes through their mind. Please, you know what, MFG Life, how about you give me a call on Discord and call in and let us all know what every single person in the world, because you know, you're not guessing, you know. So, okay, give me a call on Discord. I'd love for you to come on the stream and tell everybody what exactly is happening. VIX is fallen. We're good. All right. SPY calls are now at 251. Wow, I should probably just stop watching it right now. No FOMO on the SPY calls. That was great. I hit it right at a resistance level. It didn't reject. It kept going. So if anybody was still in, good for you. But I was not about to put that much risk on the line and keep it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Today is turning out a lot better than I thought it was about 20 minutes ago. That fucking scalp saved my day. I mean, it didn't save my day. It wasn't like I was gonna lose my entire portfolio, but it helped. It helped significantly. Oh, hey, asshole troll. How the fuck am I supposed to know that that's you calling me if your name is different in Discord than it is in chat? Maybe if you said, hey, it's me, pick up. How the fuck am I supposed to know that that's you? God, this guy's insufferable. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Yo, what's up, Stocky? How you doing?
Address the community, not me.
What's up, chat? Finally some love. I've been helping you out for a while now, and you're still hating. I don't know where the salt's coming from.
Do you have a better microphone?
No. It's not like I'm set up to be a streamer yet, so I'm just working off of stock shit that I have around the house. Okay, so anyways, if you zoom up, look at the 15-minute chart, you can see where the actual consolidation is. Then you can look at how the market makers are trying to scare off all the open contracts. So you know after they push past about 70% of everybody's put options, they're going to fold because they have paper hands, and that market's going to recover. Very simple.
Okay, I'm still trying to understand. I barely heard what you said, but I'm trying to understand how you said that you know exactly what every single person is doing, and it's not, you weren't guessing, you know. So
it's not that I know.
No. You said that I was 100% wrong. So that means if I'm 100% wrong, you know 100% what is right, and therefore you 100% know what is happening, and I would like to know that.
Okay. So once again,
No. But before you continue, let me repeat what I said and why I was going in what I was going.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
When you look at open contracts, you can see how people plan to make money. The market maker's job is to immediately make them lose money. Because if everybody's making money, then he's failing his institutional buyers.
So let me go back and repeat what I said before I got into this, and let's just compare it to what you said. I said I am going to buy calls here. And I said I'm going to buy calls here because the tapering announcement came out. A bunch of panic selling happened, right? We're consolidating, and there is an entire day left between now and tomorrow when we actually get the announcement where there's nothing but green grass in front of us, right? There's nothing but open road in front of us. All right,
No,
all the weekends, the panic selling happened.
I'm very scared that the market's going to keep falling, and I don't know when it's going to stop.
Wait, why would I take calls then?
Messages confirming that that's not going to happen, and to look at the 15-minute chart. You zoomed out, you looked at the 5-minute chart. You said, fuck it, I'm going to FOMO on this call because if I can make this
I never used the word FOMO. I said I'm taking calls here.
I proved you wrong, so then you're doubling down on your stubborn position because you are, like you said, you struggle to be wrong.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Chat's got some questions for you since they said that you're a market maker. Go ahead, chat. Ask your questions. They said they can't wait for your stream.
Okay. Well, I'll have a better mic next week.
No, that's fine, but they have questions. They have questions.
Just to prove Saki's wrong, and I'm only going to be shadow trading him to give you all better results. And after a month, I'm going to do something else because stocks isn't what the future is. It's cryptocurrency. So you can hate it. Finance sector is going to change. It's going to move to crypto. So
now I know you're just a hate watcher because if I hated crypto, why would I be so fucking big into a blockchain and mining?
You're playing safe positions in mining corporations.
Oh, you hate the fact that I'm tolerating my risk.
If you actually believe in crypto, you invest in the coin, and then you would stake it to help fund the infrastructure.
He's a crypto guy, a crypto bro.
That the infrastructure would grow, but you're doing none of that, and you're only buying.
Oh, you're upset because I won't buy the coins that you want me to buy, and that I'm a safe, more calculated investor rather than a YOLOer and a high risk trader. That's what bothers you.
A high risk trader would touch crypto.
That's what you said. You're upset that I'm not a high enough risk trader.
No, I'm upset that you have no idea what crypto is, and you won't let me educate you.
I have no idea what crypto is. So you know where crypto's going?
Of course.
Okay, so where's Bitcoin going to be this weekend?
It's going to hover around 50K still consolidating.
Hover. What's your definition of hover? Between 5,000 or between 500?
Between 45,000 and 52,000.
So a $7,000 up or down is where it's going to be.
Welcome, Adventurer Jojo.
For the next week, yes.
Oh. Okay, so somewhere between 10% up or down, it'll be there.
What?
Wow.
You have to
Hey, guess what? I guarantee you that over the next week, SPY will be somewhere between 400 and 480.
Welcome, happy.
Okay, well, that's good for you. But see, Bitcoin's a little bit different.
No. I'm saying I'm 10% up or down.
It's close. And crypto, it's an exact one-to-one exchange. So if $1 million gets moved, the price moves immediately. Whereas in stocks, you have a market maker holding prices to make sure he can capitalize on his.
Oh, so there's no whales in crypto.
They're all whales. The only reason why price moves in crypto is because of whales.
So how does that allow you to have any idea where something's gonna move?
Because it's a blockchain. Every transaction is public.
I didn't say at the time. I'm talking about the future.
Transactions happen immediately. There's also robots that can notify you when big screens are made.
Potato Mike and a crypto bro fucking losing his shit. It's not even any good content right now. All right. I thought this guy was actually going to come on here and give something that was going to be worthwhile rather than just, you don't buy crypto coins. You're a fraud. I hate you. You don't get into coins. Bro, I was actually wanting to listen to him and like hear what he had to say, but it just went straight to, fuck you. You're a bitch because you don't buy Bitcoin.
Welcome
and
to the Bear Gang.
I hate
Hang
you.
up on
Like,
this
okay.
bozo.
That's nice. Listen, caller, I appreciate you. Thank you for the hate watch. And I really do appreciate the the ad revenue that you generate. You just got defensive? No, No. I get defensive when somebody doesn't actually have a articulate argument or any type of point, and their only point is to call me an idiot and dumb, and then it's like, well, then what's the point? Like, tell me what you're thinking and tell me something that you could teach the community or teach me, rather than just say you're dumb because I say you're dumb. At that point, it's no longer worth a conversation. All right, moving on. Can I call in and yell at you for not investing in the stocks I'm in? Yes. Friday, we'll do call-ins, okay?